could get my work in was to get on the floor and go individuals. So my first live action in those 4 weeks was the game on Sunday. So that's it.
Was this then something that helped you like moving forward, because you looked like your old self, even better than you did on Sunday?
I'm just trusting the work that I've been putting in. I know I put in a lot of work. I know my body. There's only two people that know, probably there's only one other person that know my body more than me, and that's Mike. So once I get the clearance from him and I feel confident in what I can do on the floor, then I just go out and just go and just play.
LeBron, we got that look at the game out of the All-Star break with you and D'Lo in AD. Small sample size, but it looked really good. Tonight looked good again. Austin was in there. What do you like about that group and what's clicking?
I think the number one thing is we have multiple ball handlers, so no one has to feel like they need to stress handling the ball from every possession. We got shot makers in that starting lineup, and we have a lot of length. Myself, Vando, obviously AR, and AD obviously at the rim. So, you know, I mean, D'Lo's actually pretty long as well. So it gives us a lot to do defensively as well.
So when Anthony's playing like that, I mean, how much room does it create out there on the court for the rest of the
He always plays like that. You just got to kick him in the ass every now and then. But he always plays like that, so I ain't never worried about him.
But I guess in terms of when he's got going like that, the space he's able to create on the court for the rest of you guys?
Well, he's one of the most dynamic players that we have in our league. And especially when he's shooting the ball like that, especially from the perimeter, he's able to knock down a 3-2 that kind of opened up the space. Then they came into our building on Sunday and he took advantage of us, and we wanted to try to get some get back, and we were able to do that.
Darvin mentioned that you're on a minutes restriction, but he extended that slightly just because of how you're playing and how you're feeling.
I've been on minutes restriction for like 10 years now.
So
seriously,
I was gonna ask,
seriously. If you ask any of my coaches, last 10 years, I've been on minutes restrictions for the last 10 years. Coaches have been putting me on minutes restrictions for 10 straight years now.
So I was gonna ask, how long is that? Like, you know, the rest of the road trip, half the road trip? Like, timeline on that?
Nah, I mean, obviously, I want to continue to build up my stamina. Physically, I feel pretty good. I'm still getting a little my quick twitch, my bounce back. So that'll take a couple more games. So I think by the end of the road trip, I should be pretty good.
D'Lo and Austin were combined with 14 for 20 from the field. Having them doing that from the backcourt, how much does that help the offense, help the team even more?
I mean, we just keep everybody off balance. When you have that type of scoring in the starting lineup, you got D'Lo scoring threat, Austin scoring threat, obviously myself and AD scoring threat. Yeah, Vando hit two threes for us, but with his offensive rebounding ability, you know, so it's just, you can't, as a defense, just key in on one guy no more, you know, because of our ability that we have in that starting lineup. So when you have our starting backcourt go for 14 for 20, you know, and just very efficient. I think AR only missed one shot. It was just, that's big time.
One more just on that group.
Fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Scored, hit him with the too small back. Did you see that live? Like, what kind of went through your mind when you did that?
The AR always got my back. Always.
Last question, Mike.
Even though he loved Kobe back in the day. More than me. I forgive him.
Just want to see if you had any thoughts on the McDonald's All-American game.
Just too emotional, super duper emotional. Watching my boy out there with the best players in the country, that was just a surreal moment. I just was thinking about my moment 20 years ago, and you know, being super proud to just be out there and represent my city, represent my family, and trying to put on a show. Now that I look back on it, I feel like it was set up for. It's been a lot of stuff that's been some funny things about my career. Now I look back on it, the fact that it was in Cleveland is a little weird to me now that I think about it. But I was super proud of Bronny, man. This ain't definitely not about me. It's about Bronny and what he was able to. He showed that he belonged. He showed that he could play with anybody in the country. And but more importantly, he's just a great kid. And he deserved every moment that he had yesterday. And our family's super proud of him.
Thank you, LJ.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.